Welcome to this wonderful interview with Paula, who is one of my wonderful star clients. So Paula, hi Paula, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Excellent. We've just completed the mastermind. That mastermind we had, it consisted of 6 modules. We had 6 modules, so 6 weeks, and we had 6 Q&As as well. So Paula, without much further ado, people just want to know like how you experienced the mastermind, what you got out of it, etc. But first things first, if you could tell us a bit, why did you join the mastermind in the first place? What was your situation like?
So I was just single for the longest time. Like I had long-term relationships in my early 20s, and since then I've had just short-term, and nothing was lasting. Guys were disappearing. It was like a ongoing pattern, and I kept thinking I could figure it out myself. But at the point where I met Agnieszka, when I heard about your program, I realized nothing's changing. Like nothing is changing. I'm not getting anywhere on my own. I think I need some help. So I decided to join, and there were so many things I didn't even realize that I was doing wrong.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. So okay, so the situation was that you were never in a like really proper long-term relationship.
No.
Wow.
All guys would be around for maybe a few weeks. The longest relationship I had was maybe 2 months long. No one was committing to me. They weren't even telling me how they felt about me. I just felt like I was strung along, and the way I felt about myself was a little bit different. I was like, every single guy I met before even knowing him, I was desperate for his affection. I was desperate to be in a relationship with him. I was like, okay, Paula, you got to get this guy to ask you to be his girlfriend in 1 month. And it was just...
Yeah. Paula, I'm just curious because it's so interesting, because, you've never before had this kind of, really proper committed relationship. What did it seem like to you before? I mean, the fact that you can have one and that you can have guys approaching you and being really interested in you and long-term relationships, and, what did it seem like to you, like as an option for you?
Before it just did not seem like a possibility. I mean, everyone would tell me it's possible. I know my sister was in a great relationship. My parents are. I see other people, but I just was like, maybe I'm just meant to be single. I just could not see it. Even though I would meet new guys all the time, I just couldn't see it for myself. It just didn't feel like the opportunity would that it wasn't even an option. For me.
Yes. And how do you feel about it now, where you are at, in terms of progress? Yeah.
I feel like it's absolutely an option for me, and I feel like it's coming very soon. Like I feel like it's around the corner. I can't believe even my whole outlook on men has changed. Like I used to think negative things about them. They're all the same. They're all this and that, and now I don't know that. Not that I know some of them are still like that, but I don't focus on that. I actually think that there's some great men out there, and it seems like now I'm attracting all of those. It's weird.
Wow. So it seems like all the work we did around your belief system, actually, right? Because that's what we're talking about. That has changed.
Yeah.
Right?
I didn't think it could change because I thought I had to really focus on it and work on it. And at first, or in the middle of the program, it didn't change right away. But then somewhere along the way, it just kind of naturally shifted on its own, and I just was in a different place. I don't know.
That's so cool because I've got like goosebumps when something amazing is happening. I get goosebumps. So sometimes, and very often, people say there's something clicks, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It might be week 3, it might be week 4, or it might be week 5 for some people, or month 2 for some people. It clicks into place, right?
Somewhere in the middle, maybe towards the end, week like 4, maybe.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And Paula, I don't know if you want to share about that. Was there a point in the mastermind where you experienced like a big change? So for example, from something like kind of shocking to, and we were able to like kind of, work around that and twist it.
Yeah, so during the program, I was still seeing some guys, and they were all guys who would show up every once in a while. They weren't good, consistent men. And in the middle of the program, when I was learning about boundaries and stuff like that, I felt really powerful, and it really resonated with me. And I was like, yes, this is so true. Why did I not validate my feelings before? Why would I put up with the things I put up with? So I felt powerful and confident, and I was seeing somebody, and he came over, and I knew he wasn't a good guy, but I just wanted some attention and somebody there because I was lonely. And I hung out with him, and after I saw his behavior for the 100th time, I just blew up. Like, I just absolutely had enough. Like, at first I was going along with it, and then that night I actually kicked him out. Like, usually I'd be like, oh, get rid of him later, I'll just deal with it. No, that very night I said, get out of my house. This is not okay how you're talking to me or treating me. I kicked him right out.
Yeah, and that was that moment, I think, that where you realized that this is my power, right?
Yeah.
These are the values I stand up for, and I'm not going to tolerate anything less than that.
100%.
And am I right in saying that from that moment on, you were really sticking to your boundaries?
Yeah, that was it for me. That was my turning point.
Yeah, and I think that was probably after our boundaries module as well, wasn't it? Because we had like a lot about boundaries. Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. So let's get to the juicy juice. What has changed? What are you experiencing now after the mastermind?
So now I've got all these new guys in my life. There's quite a few, and they're all, I get good vibes. They're gentlemen. They're all chasing me. Like, before, I was always waiting. Oh, when's he going to text me? Is he going to ask me out? Now I'm not even worried about a thing. I'm so focused on my life and on getting a new apartment and on my online business that I don't even have time to think about whether or not they're going to text me. But they are. Like, a guy just texted me now and made reservations, and we're going out to lunch today. I don't want to sound like whatever, but I had another guy came to see me last night, and so things are progressing with one, but there's a few guys that are really, really pursuing me. They've told me how they feel about me so quickly when I was like dying for a guy to tell me that he liked me. And I mean, the response is different. It's just, and I have no anxiety like I did before. I'm not even dying to be in a relationship with them. Like, if it happens, it happens, but I feel so relaxed.
Oh my goodness. So your vibration has changed totally. And it looks like that there's no tension there. Like, what if he doesn't, like, what if this particular guy says no? There's like, you're not attaching yourself to one particular person.
I'm not attached to any of it. Yeah. I'm totally relaxed, and I feel powerful, and I feel like I'm in control.
That's exactly what we wanted. Yeah, that power is exactly what we wanted. And it looks like you're in a position of choice right now, as in, I know what I want and I can choose.
I feel like I have my pick of the litter.
Like you said in your post. Yeah, I loved it. What would be, Paula, your number one takeaway if someone asked you, Paula, give me like one piece of advice from your experience, what you experienced in the mastermind?
I feel like there's one or two things that kind of go hand in hand. It was the biggest takeaway for me was about setting boundaries and about my feelings coming first, my feelings being valid. For a very long time, I think the reason why I couldn't get a relationship is because I didn't feel worthy deep inside of a relationship. I wanted one, and I knew guys were attracted to me, but I didn't feel worthy of that commitment. And now I put my feelings first and foremost. I check in with myself. I'm like, how does this make you feel? You don't like it? Say something to him. So I've totally put myself first, my business, I'm totally focused on myself. And now the guys are just the cherry on top. So for me, the biggest takeaway was how I feel about myself. Yeah.
This is amazing. I'm listening and I'm getting goosebumps. Like, yes.
And I know I'm worthy. And I feel like these guys, I feel like one or two are going to ask me to be their girlfriend at the same time. Like,
what are you going to do with that problem, Paula?
Pick the one that I like the best. Pick the one that I like the best.
Absolutely, absolutely. And take your time probably, right? You won't be rushing into anything.
I don't feel like I need to rush. I feel totally fine with taking my time. I'm not even worried about the outcome like I was before.
This is just
Enjoying the
amazing.
moment.
This is
Yeah.
just amazing. What would you say, Paula, to someone who was kind of on the fence? Because, you know, with the new mastermind, it's going to be even like higher level than what we did. So you got the results from just a 6-week mastermind. The other one is like, you know, sessions with me and group sessions. What would you say to someone who is on the fence and it's like, I don't know, maybe I'll do some, you know, personal development and read another book and follow another coach?
I think if you're on the fence, um, the the mastermind that I did, I can't believe the shifts that I experienced in such a short time. I really didn't think I would experience these shifts. I thought I would learn a couple things and I'd still have to work on it. I can't believe the shifts. They're very huge and very quick for me. So I'd say it's totally worth it. And I'd say for the next level up, you're gonna probably get married out of that one. If I have this with
That's the
this
idea.
one, the next one
That's
you're
the
getting
idea.
this one.
Yes, because you remember the purpose of our mastermind, the shorter mastermind, was attract an emotionally available man, right? Who will show up, the rest who will show up and win your heart. And I'm pretty sure it's going to happen. This time around, we're working like longer. So yeah. So I'm pretty sure you'll get married too, if that's what you want. Paula, thank you so much. You're just such an inspiration, and I really appreciate that you gave us your time to share your experience. I'm sure you'll inspire a lot of people, both men and women. Thank you so much.
I just want to thank you so much for all that you taught me. You've helped me and changed my life in so many different areas, not just love. So thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so proud of your, you know, really brave actions. You took really brave actions. Thank you. Thank you, Paula.